Hi, Florette here, and thank you for joining me on Ink on 3. Let's have some fun creating a card using stamps and SVG cut files. Here you can see a PDF file with instructions that come with all of our kits. And here I'm showing you a digital paper pack that I use that you can print on any home printer. All products will be listed in the description below. If you're not familiar with SVG cut files, you can use them with your Cricut. And you can see I have a Cricut mat here. I already cut the pieces out. And what I was doing there was coloring the little eyes and the nose before I peeled it off the paper. Of course, you could cut those out of black paper as well, but I thought this was a little easier. You can also use these files with a Silhouette Cameo, a scan and cut, any digital die cutting machine that will accept SVG files. This is the Snuggly Bunnies SVG cut file, and I've already gone ahead and cut out all the pieces and glued them together, and you can see that's really cute and simple. So then I decided to make a card with it, and I'm just going to use the Peacock Blue Atelier Artist Grade Fusion ink and a Picket Fence blending brush, and I'm going to do it so I have a really soft, pretty blue fade on my card. And if you want to build up the color, you can add many layers, but I really want it to be soft and pretty. So to do that, I would dip into my ink pad, dip to the side, and then brush it onto my card from off the mat. And I decided I wanted to have it a little bit darker so you can build up your colors nicely. If you wanted to have it really dark, you wouldn't tap off to the side. You go directly from the mat onto your card. I forgot to mention that I used the digital paper pack that I showed in the beginning and printed a sheet out and cut out my Snuggly Bunny using the digital paper pack. My lighting's a little bright here, but you'll see in the end how cute and pretty that paper really turns out. I'm going to use a stamp set. I'm going to grab the Sending Hugs from the Hey Beautiful stamp set. I'm going to line it up on my Misty, and then I'm going to stamp it with the Blackout Detail ink. Great ink because it's very black, and it is also waterproof and Copic friendly, and you can see you get a really good impression. I did stamp it twice here because I was using watercolor paper and it had a little bit more texture. But if you're using like a regular smooth cardstock, you'll only need to stamp it once. It's very black and great with details. So now I decide I'm going to put some liquid pixie dust, and I thought, gosh, I should have done that before putting my sentiment on. So I grab a piece of scratch paper to cover up my sentiment, shake up my liquid pixie dust really good, and you can see here it's nice and sparkly and it's all shook up. My liquid pixie dust is all shook up. I'm going to drop a little bit on my mat using the eyedropper. I grab a paintbrush and just start splattering away. It's going to give me this really beautiful shimmer all over it. And so I'm going to start on this side, and it's also going to react with the ink because the ink is reactive. So it's going to give me this really cool look. And like I said, if you forget to, or if you decide you want to put sparkles on after you already put a sentiment on, you can use this method with putting a little piece of paper over the sentiment part while you're sprinkling all over. Look at that glitter. I just love this stuff. I put it on like every card I make, even if it's a guy card. What I love about this card is that it's so easy to make. And it's an A2 size card. I'm going to put on some liquid adhesive and put that onto the front. What's great is you can make a lot of these cards by cutting out a lot of the Snuggly Bunnies beforehand, and you get quite a few different files. You get like the single bunny file, you get like 3 bunny files that fit all together in different sizes. There's printables, there's JPEGs, so you could even print these and then cut them out. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. So I decided to just put a little foam tape on the back of mine to lift it up off the card to give it some dimension. But there it is. It's done. It was quick, simple, and easy, and really fun to make. And then I'm going to show you here. Look at that shimmer. Well, I hope this has inspired you to try mixing stamps with SVG cutting files. It's really a lot of fun, and I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. See you next time.